Hey, everybody, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. You know, it's Friday, so it's Foodie Fridays with Maggie on Food Talk TV. Oh, I forgot the pearls. Hold on. I forgot the pearls, y'all. Oh, shoot. Oh, oh my goodness. One moment. Naked without my pearls. Okay, let's try this again. We haven't started yet on Food Talk TV. On Fridays, I like to come on a little early with you all and just say hello, see who we have here. Hello to Instagram and hello to TikTok. I won't be able to see your comments here, but I'm doing a candy stream, an exclusive stream on TikTok. So I just wanted to come say hello, see how everybody is. Happy Friday. It is a holiday weekend. So if you're in the US, hopefully Monday is a holiday for you. I know we labor every day, but I like to come on a little bit early before I start the stream and then end up later um, with you all and see the comments. So it's going to be, it's always a struggle stream, but it's going to be a little bit repetitive today because I'm making a one ingredient candy and that's it. So we're going to be doing a lot of stirring. There's not going to be very much action until the end, but I'll engage with the comments on Food Talk TV. So if you all want to be part of the show, just go over to TikTok, and the channel is Food Talk, like TikTok, and we will. I'll set it up so I can actually see the comments and engage with y'all over there. So let's see. I'll go ahead and do some pre-announcements now. So it's Friday. Afternoon. So tomorrow, if you all are interested in traveling, it's not too late. Just message me. We are having our, where is it? Go to Ghana Q&A. I do them once a month. You all know I was born in Ghana, a beautiful West African country, trying to represent a little bit of patterns today. But if you all are interested in seeing the motherland with me, then I'm hosting a group and partnering with a real travel company. Y'all know I can't do this on my own. And they're handling everything. Royal Land Tours. We're calling it December to Remember. So we'll be going between Christmas and New Year. So if you want to get away and you want to go somewhere tropical and learn the history, taste the food, we're going to do cooking classes, dance lessons, botanical gardens, of course, the slave castles, but gardens and waterfalls and all of that. So if you've ever wanted to see the motherland, I'm taking you all with me in December. So we're just having a Q&A Zoom meeting tomorrow. If you want to join us, just message me and I'll send you the link. Let's see what else is happening. I haven't posted it yet, but we are going to be opening up the finishing school for the modern woman. Okay, one more minute. We are going to be, make sure I can read so I'm not squinting on y'all. We are going to be opening up the finishing school for the modern woman. That will be October, but registration will open September. All right, so I just got to get everything set up. Lucy and I are finishing our last Protect Your Home class. And so, ladies, if you or anyone you know want to refine yourselves, then we have an 8-week signature course with the big graduation and all of that, more to come. All right, so hopefully you all are good. I'm going to be turning on my struggle air conditioning and we're going to be making some candy. Let me get this uniform on. Oh, shoot, y'all. They sent me a new apron. So we actually have a more feminine looking apron. So let's get this on. Then we're going to start on TikTok so you all can see. Y'all know I was always struggling with that painter's apron that they sent me. So let's get this on. So if you hear me repeating myself, it's going to sound like an infomercial on Food Talk. But this is going to bother me. It's always something. All right, y'all. Here we go. I think this is good enough. I wish I could get it to lay flat. All right. The show must go on. So anyway, this is our new Maggie apron. I did a little unboxing. It's kind of, how do you say, wrinkled, but I'm happy that it ties in the back. All right, is it 4:15? It is. All right, come on, everybody. Let me give you your overhead. All right, turn on my air conditioning. All right, everybody, come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie on Food Talk TV. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making one ingredient candy today. Let me turn on my struggle air conditioning as you all come on in. You can tap the screen if you like what we're doing. If you have a sweet tooth, today is for Team Sweet. This is a candy that my mom used to make for me and my brother, and now she's taught me how to make it with the boys. So I see you all already coming in. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy Friday. This is a holiday, hopefully it's a holiday weekend for you all. Let me pull up my caramels. So this is the goal. Is it gonna look like this? No, we're gonna make a struggle version of candy with one ingredient. All right, so very simple. All you need for this recipe is a sauce pot. You need a spoon, because we're going to be stirring a lot. You need like a heavy bottom pot that can handle the heat, and then I'm going to roll them out on the counter. You can use a cutting board if you want to. All right, so come on in, everybody. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So we have 0 likes. Okay, we're up to 4. Let's see if we can get to double digits. Let me wash my hands, and then we're going to clean the counter. If you like what I'm doing, you can tap the screen. This recipe and all recipes are on foodtalktv.com. We made it to 27. Thank you all so much. Food Talk TV is the longest running cooking show on TikTok. We have live cooking content every day of the week, and I'm with you all on Fridays. All right. And so we're going to make some caramels. You know, when you're growing up, if you had a mom that cooked, I had a mom that cooked. And I am a mom that cooks, but you know, you don't really understand how things come out just so magically in the kitchen. And she used to make these homemade candies, homemade treats for us if we were being good, or to give away. So this could be a great treat. I know a lot of kids are already back to school. Some of y'all are going back to school. This could be great teacher gifts or even holiday gifts. If you don't have a lot of time, this is one ingredient. If you have more time than money, you can make this. If you have more money than time, just buy something. All right. So the secret ingredient for these candies is condensed milk. All right. So you all know condensed milk. Now I wanted to go over the difference here, and I have a substitute for you. The difference between condensed milk and evaporated milk is not sweetened. You may see it called sweetened condensed milk. So if you're British or African or Caribbean, a lot of us will put like condensed milk or evaporated milk in your tea or in your coffee, kind of like a substitute for creamer. This is a struggle one I just got from the fridge, but you can see this one says evaporated milk. That's not what we're using. We're actually going to use condensed milk. And since I am your substitute teacher, I have a sugar-free condensed milk for you. Okay, so this one is made by Splenda. I've used it before. So this is going to be sugar-free, but not dairy-free. So if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this could be a good substitute for you. I do also have a dairy-free option. However, I would not recommend it for this recipe. I've tried it before. I think the dairy, it just doesn't do as well, but you can get a coconut milk. So you can get this one, Nature's Charm condensed coconut milk. So this is sugar-free and dairy-free at the top, but we're actually gonna make this. My dad has requested it. We got Mustard Queen in the house. Come on in, everybody. Over 600 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get started because we're gonna be stirring a lot. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for tapping. And if you like the content, share this out with anyone who has a sweet tooth, all right? So let's get our stovetop here. Again, our one ingredient is condensed milk. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. You may already have this in your cabinet. So if you're not using it, I'm going to show you something that you can do. Have I made this before? Yes, with my mom. Have I ever made it by myself? No. So we're going to do it together. I tried to get Nana to come with me. She said no. All right. So now you do need a sauce pot that can take the heat. I would probably recommend like a sauce pot like this. But I was thinking, I know this isn't a sauce pot, but I was thinking something with a big surface area that we can stir so that the heat will kind of be more evenly distributed. What do you all think? Thank you so much for the badges, Jungle Queen. Sauce pot or frying pan? Y'all, we're already making it janky. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up this condensed milk, and I am doing the sugar-free version, but this will work. The traditional version uses condensed milk. Okay, your sweetened condensed milk. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now the Splenda condensed milk, you can see it's nice and like almost like a caramel on its own. You know, I got to taste it. But we want to boil it down because we want to get all that moisture out. Thank you so much for joining the fan club, everybody. Thank you for the hearts. I think I'm going to use this one. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Let's give this a taste. Now your regular condensed milk is going to be white or more like milky consistency. All right. So this is dairy. So it's not dairy free, but it is sugar free. It tastes like liquid Werther's. Oh my goodness. Okay, focus. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour all of it in here and we're gonna let it boil. And I'm using a skillet. My mom did it in the saucepan. But in my mind, in my struggle mind, I'm thinking that more surface area will allow it to heat faster because you really need to stir it for a good 20 minutes. So we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be chatting. Let me get a clean spoon and I'm gonna turn this up a little bit so we can start getting some boiling going on. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. And y'all know we do not waste, okay? Team Greedy, we gotta get all that out. Let me see if I have a little spoon, spatula. Let's get it all out. So we are making 1 ingredient candy. We are making 1 ingredient caramels, and the secret ingredient is your sweetened condensed milk. Any brand will do. Since I'm your substitute teacher, I'm doing a sugar-free version. This is the Splenda, and I ordered this off of Amazon. But if you have the Borden, if you have the, what is it, La Leche, you can do any of them, all right? My mom used to make this when we were little. This would be a good recipe to get the kids involved in. All right, I'm already seeing some bubbles. I'm gonna turn it up higher and then I'll turn it down because I'm just gonna stir and stir until all of that liquid is out, all right? So thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Cat Dog. Thank you all so much for all of the badges. We're at 2,500 likes already. My goodness, you all are coming in hot. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making 1 ingredient caramels. Now, I know somebody wants to get in that spatula. All right, so if you have condensed milk at home, I did order the regular. It hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately. So what I said, there's a difference. Evaporated milk is not sweetened. All right, this just has less water in it. What you want for this recipe is 1 can of condensed milk. All right, I am feeling some heat. I'm just gonna go ahead and start stirring. So I'm gonna use a wooden spoon. You want a spoon that can just take the heat. If you don't like the whole plastic thing, then avoid a plastic spoon because it's going to be in here for a while. You can do this with regular, but I'm doing the sugar-free version. Looks good already. We haven't even started. Oh my goodness. All right, so I am seeing a few bubbles here. So I'm just we're going to stir. So let's chat, class. All right. So what happens as we cook it, obviously it's going to heat up and it's going to kind of cook out some of that water. And so we want to cook it to the point where it is literally almost like a toffee consistency. Now this Splenda one is already, how do you say, a little bit golden in color. But you can see here, it's not got the consistency yet. You love condensed milk, isn't that right, Dee? So if you are our Latin brothers and sisters, a good tres leches, what is that? Regular milk, evaporated milk, and condensed milk, pour down in there. So I'm doing a sugar-free version for you all. I have to be honest with you all. I have tried this with a dairy-free version. It did not work for me, but you can give it a try on your own. Now I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I'm starting to see some brown bits. Now we don't want it to burn, so I'm just going to keep stirring. And I'm using a ceramic frying pan because I wanted that heat evenly distributed. I'm going to turn it down and just continue to stir. I like the little brown bits. Am I making anything else, Cat Dog? Not today. We're just making 1 ingredient candy, unless y'all want to see something else. But with this recipe, this is not a set it and forget it. You have to continue to stir so you don't get those burnt spots. And I'll show you all. If you look closely, there's already a few little brown bits, almost like a brown butter. But if we want a really nice, smooth caramel, we're just gonna stir as we go, all right? So today is a Team Sweet Day. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making one ingredient candy. And the one ingredient is sweetened condensed milk, but just because it's sweet doesn't mean it has to be sweetened with sugar. So what I was saying is this might be okay for older kids. You want to be very careful whenever you are boiling sugar or making candy. It gets lava hot. And so it's actually a little bit tricky. You don't want to burn yourself. So maybe at the end when it's time to roll it or cut it into pieces, you could get the little ones involved. But this part I would be very careful, all right? So this is very simple. If you have any suggestions, you could top this like the image with flaky sea salt. You could do a salted caramel. Gosh, what else? You could make these caramels and then you could, once they're solidified, you could roll them in chocolate. That might be nice. Or nice dark chocolate. That might be decadent. But you all can see already from when we poured it in, it's already thickening up. I want to try and get it to a nice, almost like peanut butter consistency. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off of the stove. I actually have two of these. It's going faster than I thought. I wanted to make a regular one for you all, but we can try with the evaporated milk if you want to. You like that? Come on in, everybody. Thank you. We're at 5,000 likes. Happy Friday, everyone. We are making a special request for my dad. He asked for these little candies that I made. The boys laughed at me because I rolled them into little balls and they look like little pellets. But my dad loved them. So we're making some candies for Papa. And you can make these at home. These would be nice little welcome gifts to neighbors or teachers' gifts. All right, so all I have is the skillet on, I have it on medium high, but you cannot set it and forget it. You want to make sure that you continue to stir. All I did is pour 1 can of condensed milk, but I'm using the sugar-free, all right? So we're making some sugar-free caramels. And if I had the regular ones, I would do another batch for you all of regular. We can try it with the evaporated milk, but it won't be sweet. All right, so it's coming along nicely. I got a little bit of caramel on my hands, but I don't mind that. And you want to keep stirring because you don't want it to burn. All right, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the perfumes. Thank you, Food Talk TV. Make sure you all are subscribed to Food Talk TV. There is different live cooking content every day of the week. All right, I'm noticing now when I stir in here, notice how it kind of sticks together. So we're getting close. And I'm going to keep going just a little bit longer. And then maybe we'll try one with the evaporated milk. It won't be sweet, but we can try it. I have another can of the Splenda as well. I also ordered let me get a little towel. I also ordered some nice little wax, nice little wax like wrapping papers so that I could make individual actual like candy pieces, but they're not here yet. So I'm gonna show you how I made them for my dad. We're just gonna roll these into little balls or a rope or whatever. I'm gonna turn the temperature down. Come on in, everybody. Thank you, Chelsea, for the roses. Angel says it looks good. Thank you all so much. Simple is good. You know, a lot of times you can have a lot of those things that you like just made at home without all the extra ingredients. I am not the food police. Do whatever works for you, all right? So I'm gonna go just a couple more minutes, but you all see now how before it was really like more liquid, but we've cooked almost all of that down. gonna keep going and get it thick. So if you have sweetened condensed milk, regular condensed milk, this will work. I'm just gonna turn it down. It is an arm workout, all right? So when the boys were with me, it's great for the teenagers. Get them to go to work. I'm gonna switch hands. So come on in, everybody. We're doing a very simple 1-ingredient caramel today. If you like candy. All it is a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'll turn it back up a little bit. Can't help it. My dominant hand wants to get in there. All right. So I'm going to try and get it to almost like a peanut butter consistency. And then, believe it or not, Mom just rolls it out on the counter. So I'll wipe down the counter again and we'll roll it out. You want to let it cool. And since I have granite countertops, they're actually colder than the cutting board. So we're just taking all of that liquid out of here. Thank you all so much for being here. We are at 7,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making candy. We are making homemade caramels, 1 ingredient. Now I'm going to do this on the kitchen counter like my mom did. We put it out, lay it out, and then she would roll it up and kind of form it with her hands. So I'm going to do it that way. If you don't want to, and you could double or triple your condensed milk, you can pour it in a pan. I think the recipe says pour it in a pan and then let it cool for several hours. But I know y'all don't want to wait several hours. All right. So this is looking good. I think, because it's pretty much staying on its own now. I think I'm going to call it. I think I've got just about all of the liquid out. Y'all can see here. All right. So I am using, let's go ahead and pull. I am using a, what is this? Like a nice ceramic. A good non-stick is good. Or you could use stainless. All right. So now we've got a nice little ball here. I'm going to take it out and just move behind me. I'm going to wipe off the counter because I'm actually going to do this on the counter. So I need to move a little bit quickly so it doesn't solidify into like a hard rock. If y'all want, we can do another one. Again, the 1 ingredient is just sweetened condensed milk, and I'm doing a sugar-free version. All right. So I'm going to wash my hands again. And I'm just going to use a wet paper towel and go directly on the granite countertop because I'm actually going to roll them out here like Mom did. All right. If you don't want to use your countertops, which I usually don't, use a cutting board. All right. So I'm going to get dampen this paper towel and really just get in here, get everything off. All right. So now we've got our blob of condensed milk. I'm putting it out directly on the, should I have done that? I'm trying to remember. Did Mom use plastic wrap? I can't remember. Please don't stick. All right. So this could be an epic fail. Am I forgetting this step? So I'm just going to, I think the key is you want to get it while it's still kind of pliable, but you don't want it to be so hot that it's going to burn you. I can't remember if Mom used plastic wrap, but I'm just kind of spreading it out and then, whoo, okay. It's too hot. Whew. All right, so I'm just going to kind of spread it thin. Here's the hard part. You need to maneuver and roll it while it's still warm enough for you to get in there, but not so hot that it will burn you. Like I just burned myself, all right? Thank you all for all of the gifts. We are at 8,000 likes. Let me just scrape some of this off. So we're letting it cool, but again, you don't want to set it and forget it. I'm going to use my bench scraper as well. And what Mom would do maybe she has those grandma hands. She would just kind of roll it into like a log and then just kind of roll it and pinch off little pieces. All right. Once these cool down, good, but not yet. All right. So let's get our bench scraper. And I'm just going to kind of spread it out for even surface area too, so it can kind of cool before I get in there and touch it again. All right. So come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making homemade candy. We are making one ingredient candy, and the one ingredient is sweetened condensed milk. Let me try. Okay, it feels like it's better now. So it's warm. It's not burning me. So what I'm going to try and do, oh boy, it's really sticking. Okay, let's see. I feel like, you know what we're gonna do? Mom used to roll it into a tube, but we're just gonna pinch. Let me get a little tray with some parchment paper. All right, so I have my little air fryer tray with some parchment paper, and I'm just gonna get a little, whoo, it's still kind of hot. Be brave, Maggie. All right. So I'm just pinching off a little piece and then I'm just rolling it in my hands, kind of like that. All right. So that's what I'm going with, but I need to move kind of fast because it's still kind of hot. If you had like a, what is it called? I'll leave these here so y'all can see. Make it little caramel balls. Like a baking dish. You could put it in the baking dish and then just let it set and cool on its own. And then you could kind of cut it, but you got to catch it while it's still moldable. And then we'll put some flaky sea salt on these, and I'll put them in a little glass container for my dad. I think they look good. When I made them before, the boys were like, "What is that? Doesn't look good." But they're coming together. You like caramels? Yeah. So they're, funnily enough, let me keep going, y'all. Funnily enough, at this texture, it's kind of got the chewiness of like, you know, those old caramels. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But these will harden. That's why I have to get in here and move kind of quickly. These will harden, and then they'll kind of be like, imagine a Werther's original. You can see they're still kind of soft. So you could shape them whatever shape that you want. All right. Thank you all for tapping and liking. So I'm just going to continue making these. And this is just from one container of the condensed milk. All right. So it's kind of giving us like milk duds. So now they are warm enough to touch. I'm trying to get them about the same size. Oh, get in there. So thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making homemade candies today. One ingredient candies, and the one ingredient is sugar-free condensed milk. All right. So you need to kind of, now this is a stage where you could get the kids to help you. And if you had like little shapes, my mom used to make these beautiful shapes. I think maybe she put plastic wrap down. I'm trying to remember. But she would roll them into a long tube and then kind of cut them on an angle. So they were almost like little cylinders of caramel. Oh my gosh, y'all. They cool down really fast. So let's see. If I can get these on there. What shapes would you all do? I know I need someone to help me roll. I need someone to eat them too, but no, we're making these for Dad. So I just get about that much, maybe like a tablespoon, and literally just pull it off of here and then just roll it between my fingers or my hands, the palm of my hands. So of course you want to make sure your hands are clean, but they're nice and about the size of a malt ball. but you can make them as big or as little as you want to. So you can make your own little candies, and I'll put these in a mason jar and give them to Dad. Thank you for the hearts, Alexis. Thank you, everyone. This is a big one. So again, the key is if you missed it, we got time to do it again if y'all want. I'll do another one and just show you. We can try a sauce pot and see how that works. You could get these. You could. Ooh, should we melt them in chocolate? Okay, now. Oh my gosh, see, now my mind is going, y'all, we can melt them in chocolate. We could do some flaky sea salt. I probably should do the sea salt now. All kind of different options. All right, they're starting to get hard to roll. They're starting to see what happens as they cool down, how they have the texture compared to, All right, let me just leave that. All right. Let's see. I would, if you're doing this by yourself, I could put it back in the pan to warm up so they're easy to roll. I guess I could. We can put some here. I'm trying to get as much up as I can. Yeah, this, once you like cooked it down, it's almost like, you know, when you burn chocolate, like it's never going to go back to, it's getting like gobstopper now. Like now it still tastes good, but it's getting hard to roll. So we'll have some like reject candies. Something tells me y'all would still eat it. All right. So I put it on the counter to get it to cool down, and my granite countertops really did the job. So what do you all think? Let's do some salt. Yeah, sugar-free condensed milk. I got this on Amazon if you want to screenshot it. That's what I'm using. But if you have your regular, what is it, Borden's or La Leche, any of those, y'all can get that at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. Y'all see how hard this is now? So it's literally like making like a toffee. I'm going to try and get up everything that I can. And then we'll do some flaky. See, I know, still eat it. I would eat it. It's so good. So if you missed it, this is what it started out looking like. All right, like literally like a caramel sauce. And it's one ingredient. Whew. This takes some muscle strength. We got some nice ones here. So we'll do, I've got, oh my God, I don't want to hurt myself. Let me move these out of the way. I got some mason jars. We'll put them in some mason jars. We have the struggle ones. See what happens when you try to roll them after they're starting to dry. The texture is not great. But, you know, that's the thing about like a lot of simple ingredient foods. You know, it's like one ingredient. This is the last one. Oof. But the time, like the technique is what it is. Y'all see how hard it is to get off of here? It'll all wash up, you know, when you put water and soap on it. But this is the last one, so you all can see like the texture. Let me taste a little bit for you. So you can see it's still very chewy, but it's so good. Now be careful chewing it. You know how you get in that caramel. So good, y'all. I can't even roll this one. Like, You heard that? So it gets really hard. Okay. Hold on, this is not elegant. Who wants the spoon? Who wants the scraper? I'll move all this back here. What if we do one version plain? And it doesn't even stay on your hands, like literally. One version plain, one version with sea salt, and then do you all want to dunk one with chocolate? All right. Y'all, it is significant. Whew. All right, so I have some flaky sea salt here. Let me just wash my hands one more time. So again, I'm doing the sugar-free version, but you can absolutely do this with full flavor, sweetened condensed milk. And again, there is a difference. Condensed milk is sweetened. Evaporated milk is not. I have both. So just be careful in the store because these are often going to be side by side. Evaporated milk, that one was open from the fridge. Condensed milk. I've tried the plant-based. I tried this with coconut milk. It did not work for me. So I can't make them dairy-free, but I can make them sugar-free. All right, so let's see if we can get a little flaky sea salt on here. I'm going to take the unattractive ones. The ones that are nice and silky, we'll put some flaky sea salt and call it. The ones that have kind of gotten like gnarly, we will cover these in chocolate. Not for false teeth. Oh my God, y'all are so funny. These are my regular teeth. This is all my regular, but I guess so. Be careful. But you all can hear how they harden. So that is the tricky part. You got to get it out while it's warm enough to mold, but not so hot that it'll burn you. Okay, so let's see if we can put a little flaky sea salt on these that look nice. I'm just gonna put a little mountain of sea salt here. Maybe I should have done it while they were still kind of warm. If I go in here, let me pluck them up first. Y'all hear how they're hitting the, all right, let's see. That might be too much, but you see what I mean? You can just put a little flaky sea salt in there. My dad likes them plain, so let me go ahead and make some for Papa so I don't mess it up. When I made these last time for my dad, I just had like a little jar and I made him his own little candies like this. So if you got little ones or, you know, like I said, neighbors. Let's see, let's fill this up for Papa. And then we'll melt some chocolate. This one's kind of big. All right. So isn't that cute? You could do like, if you're crafty like that, you could put like a little ribbon on them, a little note. We made these in what, 20 minutes? And you can see here, like 1 ingredient candies. I'm telling y'all, it's a little bit tough, like elbow grease, but y'all can make that. Half dunk with sea salt. Okay, y'all know I gotta try it. So we still got some ugly ones that we're gonna do chocolate covered. You know we could do chocolate covered with the sea salt. Okay, focus, Maggie. So I got this one with a little bit of sea salt on it. Let's try. Oh, that is so good. I can't talk for like 60 seconds. All you need is like one after dinner or two, and they're sugar free. Isn't that great? Okay. We're gonna dunk the ugly ones in chocolate. If you like it plain, if you like a salted caramel, all right. Y'all, it's stuck to the counter. All right, so it's still dissolving. So again, if you're just hopping in, y'all, you really have to work. Okay. So the goal today was to make homemade candies. I couldn't shape them like this. If you're going to shape them like this, you need to pour them in a pan and then cut them after they cool. I made a version that we just rolled in our hands. We did it in like, what, 20, 30 minutes. Uh-oh. So now I have some chocolate. Are y'all team regular chocolate, milk chocolate, or dark chocolate? half dunked with sea salt. All right, so these are for my dad. He asked for his caramel candies. So this is just a little half mason jar, and I'm telling you, all you need is one. All right, so let me go raid the fridge and see what we have. If you're just coming in, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. You want dark chocolate? We made some homemade caramels, and y'all can see when they started to stiffen up, it was hard to roll them. They're not nice and smooth, but if you have the ugly ones like this, we're gonna dunk them in chocolate. So you can have a chocolate covered caramel. This is so big, y'all, I'm telling you. Somebody greedy wants it, but I couldn't get it any smaller. All right, let's see what I have for chocolate. I wasn't planning this, y'all, but we're gonna see what we got. Ooh, we got milk chocolate. And this is no sugar added chocolate, so we're gonna keep it on the sugar-free or zero sugar kick. Let's see if I have a different one in there. Oh yeah. Ask and you shall receive. Look what we have here. You can get these at Walmart, on Amazon. So this is Lily's real chocolate, dark chocolate, no added sugar. This is sweetened with stevia, or maybe, honestly, the darker the chocolate, the less dairy and the less sugar, I think. Yes. So if you're team dark chocolate, we'll do dark chocolate caramels with sea salt. Oh my God. I'm so excited, y'all. I wasn't even planning this. Okay. So one container of our caramels. We have some that look nice and smooth. You want milk chocolate? Dark, well, I'll give y'all half and half. And then we have the gnarly ones. Okay. So I'm just gonna melt some chocolate chips in the microwave and we'll dunk them, put them on parchment paper, and it should kind of cool quickly, all right? So again, if you're just coming in, your one ingredient candy, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, any brand. For my diabetics and pre-diabetics, I'm using Splenda, all right? Splenda, so no sugar, but it is dairy. And then you need a pot that can withstand the heat. So you're gonna boil it or simmer it. I think we did like 15 minutes. And I used this one so we could distribute the heat, get all that liquid out of there. Once it gets to peanut butter consistency, you can put it on the cutting board. I put mine on my granite countertops and then like wait a couple minutes for it to cool so you don't burn yourself. And then I just started pinching pieces and rolling it in my hands, all right? And then we have the salt, the flaky sea salt. Let's do some chocolate. I'm gonna give you all everything. If you have a chocolate bar laying around, do this. Don't be, don't hurt yourself. So we have milk chocolate and we have dark chocolate. So we made the regular ones for my dad. All right, so these are gonna go to Papa plain. So I'll just set it right here for now so I don't mess it up. All right, so I'm gonna open up. You could do a chocolate drizzle. You could dunk it. So I'm gonna do like that many, all right? Dark chocolate. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my God, the milk chocolate. This part would be fun for the kids, all right? So moms and dads, you do the toffee part because honestly, it can burn. It's lava hot until it's not, all right? Ooh, this looks so pretty. Real chocolate, but no sugar, okay? So you have a lot of options here. So let's see if I can microwave these both at the same time. So we have dark chocolate and we have milk chocolate. We'll microwave in like 30-second increments and stir, and then just dunk our balls in here. We have 6, so we'll do 3 and 3. All right. So let's melt our chocolate. We're making candy, y'all. Welcome to Maggie's Candy Shack. So exciting. Just giving you all some inspiration. So I'm gonna move the chocolate out of the way and I'm gonna get a new parchment. I'm gonna put it on here, y'all. I'll have to get in here with some soap and water later. Do it on a cutting board if you don't wanna do your counters. Okay. I'm really liking this one with the flaky sea salt, y'all. It's so good. All right, let me get a new parchment paper for our chocolate. And I'm just using air fryer liners, y'all. It's been treated with silicone so it doesn't stick. 30-minute increments for the chocolate so it doesn't scorch. All right, so let's get this out. We're gonna stir. It doesn't seem like it's doing much at first. Dark and milk. Let me get 2 spoons. I'm dating myself. 2 spoons of raisins. If you know, you know. All right, so we're gonna give this a little stir. This is our milk chocolate. And if you want, you could put like a little coconut oil in here to make it even more drizzleable. All right, so milk chocolate spoon, dark chocolate spoon. We're gonna go back in for 30 more seconds. We're just gonna do 30-second increments until it's actually liquid, all right? So let's do 30 more seconds. So exciting. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We're at 12,000 likes. Y'all are team sweet today. Come on in. We are making 1 ingredient candy. These are some struggle caramels that I made. And we are going to dunk the ugly ones, 3 in milk chocolate and 3 in dark chocolate. All right. So I'm just keeping them apart because they're starting to stick to each other, but they separate pretty nicely. 3 and 3. All right. Let's do another stir. 30-second increments on the chocolate. Ooh. Now that I think about this, I probably should do one at a time. Ooh, look at our milk chocolate. Okay, so 1 minute, milk chocolate is done. Same thing. I think dark chocolate needs to go back in. So we'll do 30 more seconds of dark chocolate, but I need to go ahead and start dunking our milk because once it's melted, you got to use it. All right. 30 more seconds on dark, which makes sense. Dark chocolate has less, milk inside. So we're going to put one of our struggle caramels in there. And we're just going to take you out. And I'm going to put you on the parchment paper. Y'all, we are just making this up as we go. One more. Milk. Milky, milky. Do y'all want sea salt on here? You could do crushed nuts. Oh my God, y'all, we're really doing it. All right, okay, our dark chocolate is done. Shoot. Last one. And then if you want flaky sea salt, I'll put a little sea salt on these sea salt milk chocolate caramels. All right. It's not pretty, it's rustic. We're making homemade. Let me get a little salt, struggle salt, and then I got to get my dark chocolate. All right, so a little bit of flaky sea salt on there. If we want more, we'll do more. We got extra chocolate. Let's get the dark. All right, let's get the dark chocolate spoon. All right, so our dark chocolate has gotten nice. A little goes a long way. So we're gonna get our huge gobstopper and put that in there. And I'm just kind of stirring it around again. Rustic. We're just figuring it out as we go. But you see what I mean, y'all? The holiday, well, okay, the holidays aren't coming up, but you know what I mean? These are great crafts that you can do with the kids. You can make little treats that everybody knows what's inside. They can customize it. If they want to do, if you're doing it for an adult, do it with the flaky sea salt, something a little bit more sophisticated. Have this with a glass of wine. Oh yeah, you all know what I mean. All right, and then there's our dark chocolate. Let me do some more flaky sea salt. We have, and I'll just pop these in the fridge while we're getting everything ready. Should I leave one without salt? So again, if y'all are just coming in, we made some homemade candies. They look kind of struggle. Yes, please sprinkle sea salt. Do we have enough? Is that enough? this flaky sea salt. You want to do flaky sea salt because it sits up top and it doesn't go in. I'm just going to put this in the fridge just so it can kind of set for a second, and then we'll see if we can plate it and make a nice little picture. All right, so we have our caramels done. All right, let's put that in there. Whew. That was a lot, y'all, but that was fun. We have some extra chocolate. Who wants the milk chocolate? You can have it. No, this is dark. And who wants the milk chocolate? Y'all know you want it. Oh, see, this is where I get in trouble. This is where I get in trouble. So we have our struggle spoon. I'm going to go in with the milk chocolate and just kind of taste with a little bit of that caramel. Mm-hmm. Now, this, I don't want to show it to you because I've been eating on it. It is like, what is that lollipop? Y'all know that lollipop that has the caramel on the inside once you crack through? Let me put some flaky sea salt on this. Y'all know that lollipop that you crack through and there's like toffee on the inside? Do they even make those anymore, y'all? I don't know. I don't know. This is so good. It's the little things that make me happy. Let's put some salt and a little bit of chocolate on there. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Tootsie Pop. Is it the Tootsie Pop? No, Tootsie Pop has fudge on the inside. There's one that comes out around Halloween. It's like a candied apple kind of thing. Hold up. Oh, 10 out of 10. And this was the milk chocolate. Let's try with the dark chocolate. I'm just vamping for time. So our chocolate ones can solidify a little bit. Caramel apple. You know what I'm talking about, Jungle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ooh, we're at 14,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 15,000. Okay. Now, one of y'all, somebody really greedy, wants this one. We're going to go in with the dark chocolate. What happens after the stream, I cannot be responsible for. All right. So I'm going to try a little bit of this with the dark chocolate. Oh my God, this is so janky. Who does this? I just need a bite for research purposes. All right. Give these to one of the kids and send them outside. They'll leave you alone. All right, put a little flaky sea salt in there. One moment. Okay, I don't know what I look like right now. Y'all. Dark chocolate for the win. I'm sorry, and I love milk chocolate. Dark chocolate for the win. Y'all. It is a wonderful blend of like sophisticated dark chocolate with the nice caramel because it's like all natural, or at least whatever's in the evaporated milk or condensed milk. And then it finishes with the salt. Oh, it is so good. Oh, I'm so happy, y'all. Thank you, Katie. Okay, so we got a lot going on. That's all right. We'll clean that up later. One of y'all can help me clean up. So all you need to get this up, let's see if we can get it out. You just need like a hot, like a wet hot rag or something, and it'll come up. And then we're going to get everything out and just plate them together. Just give it a couple more minutes for our dark chocolate to cool. So again, come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. This is Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we made a one ingredient candy. All right, we made one ingredient caramels, 3 different ways, right? Your ingredient is condensed milk. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes. Let me run some hot water, and gluten substitutes. So I found this Splenda condensed milk, but if you can have the full flavor, I always say have some for me. All right. Let's get some hot water and see if we can get this up. All we did is pour 1 can of condensed milk into a pot. I used a skillet to make it go faster. And then just keep stirring it on like a medium. You don't want it to scorch. All right, let's see if this will come up. Uh-oh. Keep stirring, 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 stirring. Yeah, it's coming up. You just got to get in there. But I'll go over this while I'm cleaning with y'all. Once you get it to like a peanut butter consistency, to where it's not liquid anymore, it's nice and thick, then you want to take it out and put it on a cutting board. I put it directly on my granite countertops so that it could cool down. You can use a cutting board, but you need to let it sit for like 3 minutes, because if you've ever made toffee, whoo, that water's hot. If you've ever made toffee or anything like that, it's really hot and you can burn yourself, all right? But once we're almost done, y'all. Once it, you can touch it, my mom rolls it into a rope. She'll do like almost like you're rolling dough. Mom will roll it into a rope, and then she'll get like a knife and cut it on an angle. So you have like these almost little diagonal, little Tootsie Pop kind of things. One more and then we're good. It cleans up fine. You just need heat. I just pinched some and rolled them into balls, and I'll show y'all because that's what Dad asked for. So we're making these for Papa. All right, good. Counter's clean. Let me wipe off one more time and we'll get everything out. You could do plain. You could do, Alexa, set volume to 0. You could do plain. You could do sea salt, or you could do chocolate. And we did all of them. All of them. All right. So this was a lot of fun, y'all. I wasn't planning that. But again, you can get condensed milk at the grocery store, at the dollar store. You may have some in your cabinet, all right? And again, this recipe and all of my recipes and all of Fttv's recipes are at foodtoptv.com. So this was the condensed milk. And this was the goal. If you want your candies to look like this, once you get it into kind of that peanut butter consistency, pour it into a pan and let it cool there. Then you can cut it, but you need to cut it before it gets rock hard. All right. You can dust it with flaky sea salt. And I even ordered for y'all, but they're not here. You could get these little like wax paper wrappers and have your own little individual candies. You love the apron? Oh, I love it too. I finally have a lady apron. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Fttv, for my apron. Okay. So let's see what we made. This was option number 1. All right. So again, I've made these for my dad. Oh, careful, because they're sticking together. I probably need to leave them out to cool all the way, but these are our plain caramels, and they're very good. Unlike the store-bought caramels that you can tell have like extra ingredients, they just dissolve really quickly. These, it's going to take you a full minute to get that down. All right. So this was the goal. And this is what I made. All right. Option number 1. Let's get a nice little tray. Option number 2. You could dust them with a little bit of flaky sea salt if you just want a salted caramel. I have one left, greedy. But imagine a plate of these, okay? So you could dust them with sea salt if you want like a nice salted caramel. Thank you all for the hearts. Yeah, thank you. 1 anniversary on Fttv. Come on in, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's take one of Dad's just for presentation. probably keep them separate so they can cool all the way. All right. So far, one plain and one salted. Let's see if our chocolate covered ones have solidified enough that I can handle them. All right. So we had some extra ones. These I was able to roll nicely while they were still kind of warm. So I was able to get them nice and smooth. Once they started to solidify, they got kind of gnarly looking, which is fine. Those are the ones that we dunked in chocolate. So all I did is I took two different options of chocolate. Those of y'all that are team dark chocolate, winner, chocolate dinner, I used a no sugar dark chocolate. So again, still diabetic friendly, low carb, all that good stuff. I'm not a doctor, don't listen to me. I also did a milk chocolate version, no sugar added milk chocolate. Just put a few chips in our little gravy boats, put them in the microwave 30-second increments and stir and dunk them around. All right, so let's see what we have. Ooh. All right. Ooh, it's cold. I wish they looked like beautiful little truffles, but let's see if we can get one milk chocolate one. Can I touch it? It's still, let me see. If I use 2 forks, maybe I can get a nice little picture for you all. Obviously, just leave them in the fridge or the freezer. I'm going to go underneath here. I got this little chocolate tail. Got a milk chocolate, and then the tray part. The ball itself is still kind of soft, but all right. So if you are team plain, you can put plain. If you're team salted caramel, put the salt emoji. If you are team milk chocolate, put the milk emoji. And if you're team dark chocolate, put the dark emoji. I mean, put the chocolate emoji. There's no dark emoji. So this is what we made. You can make as many as you want. Probably put these in the freezer. Let them stay a little bit longer. But yeah, that's what I had for y'all today. I thought it was a lot of fun. We'll give it like 3 minutes in the freezer. But let me take a picture. Let me take a couple of pictures so these can get posted. But this is what I made. Very happy. Dad asked for some caramels. I only wish I had the wax paper so you could make, you know, you could, you know what? We could cut some parchment paper. Hold up. Let's see. Just to give it a minute. Y'all know I'm always using these dollar store squares. Let's see if let's see if we put one. Oh my gosh. That's probably too big. I think I like it plain, but you could make little candies. What do y'all say, wrap or don't wrap? I like them plain. Let me take a quick picture, but you could get like some nice little gold foil ones. Yeah, I mean, you know, give them to people who don't mind, you know, your cooking, but just an option. All right, so let's do that. I wish I didn't have a little trail of chocolate, but let's take a quick picture. You like dark chocolate? You like them wrap? One says wrap, one says don't wrap. I know. All right, so let's take a quick picture of these caramel balls. Do we need a name for these? They're just one ingredient caramels. Pretty plain. I'll take a picture of our different, see if I don't have to get that chocolate trail. We'll get these posted up. But yeah, just giving you all an option, you know, ingredients that you have lying around. All right, and then I'll just do a quick video. So we have our plain one ingredient caramels. We have salted. We have milk chocolate, we have dark chocolate, and we have wrapped. All made with condensed milk. All right. All right, everybody. Let's see what comes out of the freezer. That's all that I had for you all today. Again, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. You can find me on all platforms, teachablemomentswithmaggie.com or Maggie, the substitute teacher, wherever you like to watch. Again, if you want to travel with me, hosting a call tomorrow for a trip to Ghana. There's always the Maggie cruise. There's a lot, courses, all kind of stuff that I do. I make food and femininity content. So which one are you all taking? You all enjoyed this? Let's see how our frozen ones. But you probably need like a good 30 minutes in here. Ooh, hold up. I should have put them in the freezer and not the fridge. All right, y'all. Look at that. If that's not a bonbon, I don't know what is. You can't bite it. You just gotta. Oh! I gotta go. I'm putting this in the freezer. Oh. I can't even speak. See y'all next week. Oh, we are at 18,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Bye, everybody. Tap and share. I'm coming, y'all. Hold on. Let me take this out because I'll be here all day. It's like a gobstopper. But it is so good. All right. Y'all. Okay. Let me put these. I'm going to put the chocolate covered ones in another container. I got to get rid of these. We got to give them away. We got to get rid of them. Here's the other one. All right. I'm coming back. Oh, thank you, Quasia. Oh, you like the dress? Okay. I'll show you what I'm wearing today. Let me put these back in the freezer. Oh my gosh. They're so good. Oh. All right. So I saw this photographer who took a woman, took a picture. I'll show y'all. Oh man. Hold on. Can I get this off? It's a Caribbean blouse and top. So let's see, you could wear it, you know, like this. Sorry. Like this. And then the skirt's got the pattern, it ties in the back, but it's like one of these. Like, okay, sorry. That was a bit much. But yeah, so this is a blouse, and I've got it tucked in. So it's, you know, a blouse, I got it tucked in, and then this is a skirt. So they have different, let me see if I can find, oh, I may have to tag it. Oh, but I love it. It's very, very feminine. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let me see. Can I remember? I'm gonna find it for you. My glasses on. Now I'm coming to check the comments, and then I'll let you all go. But I want to give credit to the company that oh, I know how to find it. You can go to who you're following and who I most recently followed. Come on, y'all. That is so good. So good. You like it? Ah, yeah, it's giving you Barbados Bonbon Royale. Okay. Sort by latest. There it is. Bomba Caribbean. Bombazo wear. All right. So let me show y'all. Look at this. So it's Bomba Caribbean skirts. This is the one that I saw. Tell me that is not beautiful. I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. Bomba Caribbean skirts. But they didn't have this one. I wanted this one, y'all. They didn't have it. Is that not beautiful? On the beach and everything. So I got the blouse. So you can wear it, you know, more modest like this. Or, you know, if you're on the island somewhere, you know, you can show a little bit of skin, ladies. And then this is the skirt. So, and then I got this one. It's like an African print. And then it ties in the back, but y'all, I mean, it is like, ole, flamenco. Okay, you didn't ask for all of that. Oh my gosh, I know, yeah. Go check them out. So Bomba Caribbean skirts, and they have so many. All right, happy bonbon. Let me scroll back up. So thank you, Quasia, for the $5. Thank you for being here. Hello, Jessica is here. Marcus. Oh yes, y'all, Marcus, he's doing so well. I mean, it's hard, y'all, but he's in boot camp for the Marines. We're so proud. He's doing well. Hey, Tracy is here. Quasia's eating chicken and vegetables. Hello, everybody. Bert, what are we making? We made candy today. We made some caramel, homemade caramel for Papa. You want dark chocolate? Yeah, caramel is so good. You like it? Absolutely. Halloween is coming up. Yeah, I wouldn't give out homemade treats for Halloween. Y'all know how people are, and there's a reason, right? I mean, I get it. Well, let me put the wrapped one in here. I need to give these away. Christina says I want one. Oh, you know what? These would ship really well because literally we've cooked all of the liquid out of there. So these, Dad had this for like a month. Like after dinner when he wanted a little treat, he would get his own little caramel. Absolutely. Still make them. Hello, Gilchrist is here. Thank you. You would call them Caramelicious, Melted Magic, Golden Grace, Twist and Twirl. Y'all are so cute. I love it. You like it? Okay. All right, everybody. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for being here. TikTok and Instagram. I didn't see your comments, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see what's next. So tomorrow, Lucy and I will be back. If you all want relationship content, that'll be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want more cooking content, I'll be back on Monday on Aisha's page. Tomorrow is the Q&A call for Ghana if you want to travel with us, and our Finishing School for the Modern Woman. Enrollment will open soon. Enrollment will open soon in October. All right, so stay tuned for all of that. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.